Hey y'all, what's going on? It's the Coastal Critiques panel. We're back to discuss the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's season 6, episode 13, Greek for the week. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Ta-da!
Hey,
We're here. We are really in the thick of it with these Salt Lake City housewives, y'all. Not only that, but a lot has transpired outside of the episode. So, actually, first off, should we start with the episode?
The business? Wait.
Or should we talk about the tea first and then do that? Like, which way should we even do?
Oh, man.
I don't even know.
We probably should start with the episode. That way they have to wait for the tea.
Okay, y'all. Make sure you stay tuned to get into what's happening in real time with these ladies on the back end. But without further ado, of course, you already know we need you guys to do a couple things for us, which include liking the video because we are streaming from both of our channels. So hit the like button on both, please, and thank you. Also, while you're at it, if you're not currently subscribed, go on ahead and hit the subscription button. We would both love to have you as subscribers. Also, share us with your folks near and far. Hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our uploads. And drop down the comments. Let us know what you guys think of this episode. Let us know what you guys think of what's happening in real time, like I just said, and all things in between. We want to hear it all, y'all. We want to hear it all. And who do we got in here? Hey, Yvette, what's going on? Love when Yvette comes through. Love to see you and make sure you say hello. Come on out the bushes. Join the conversation. If you're catching us over on X, make sure you come on over here to YouTube and join in on the conversation. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. Let me throw up our banner because I will forget real fast.
Real quick.
Also follow us on all of our social media accounts that are now scrolling along the bottom of the screen. And if I do sound a little different, it's because y'all, I had posted it on my community tab or whatever that I was a little under the weather once again. But I'm feeling a lot better today, and I just couldn't let one more day pass us by without coming on down here. I do still need to do some other videos, but I'm gonna do that sometime this weekend, y'all. Just bear with me. But we're here to talk about Salt Lake City. How are you feeling? When we talked last night, you hadn't watched the episode yet, so I don't even know how you're feeling.
It was good. It was good. I remember you said that when you were watching, you was like, it was hard for me to like get away from it. You was enthralled. And I was like, I had it on, but remember my mom, shout out to my mom, my auntie, and my granny. My mama is in town. And so I had it on, but I couldn't watch. We was all talking, doing stuff. So I couldn't even get a peek of it was on, but I couldn't even no dialogue was on for me. So yeah, it was juicy. It was good. I already want to go to Greece because my oldest daughter, want to go to Greece. And now that I've seen it with my eyeballs a little bit through the screen, I love it. Love it. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about them being there for 5 days. I was like, y'all better be there for 5 days. Y'all better do 5 days of it. What's wrong, sister?
I guess, Barb, do you know I can't click for notification can come or live chat? It says something about children. Children, what?
Go in.
Hold on, y'all.
In the settings when we're in StreamYard, it has these banners that come down that says like drama or if it's public. So I always put drama and mine is public, but then I think mine says not for 18 and under. So I don't know if it's all that in that section. I'm not really for sure, but it could be. But what's up, Kev? What's up, Yvette? You
Yeah.
know, thank y'all for joining us. We really appreciate you guys always coming through for us, always being, on time. When y'all come in, and I know y'all do catch us on the replay when y'all not here, and at least give us a like. So I'm gonna need all of our subscribers to do the same thing that Kevin and Yvette do, which is just be loyal to us. When I say loyal, like y'all can have other people y'all watch. I'm just saying, make sure y'all share the love that y'all have. Share the love, share the likes, and just make sure you're hitting them things and sharing us with your people. But yeah, just I appreciate you guys, Kevin and Yvette, always coming through and making sure that y'all on top of things, especially you, Kevin, because we know you got some things to talk about. It being
It's a
Angie,
lot.
it being Angie Strip and Angie not being your favorite. We gonna see, okay?
Yeah,
And
we
hello,
sure
my
are.
sister.
Hey, hey, hey. Y'all let me know. I think I might have fixed it. Y'all let me know if it's working now. I think it might be. Y'all just please let me know in the chat. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that we can like flip and dip and do all the different angles of this particular episode. I'm very interested to see where everybody is, what side of the fence everybody is on when it comes to literally everybody on the cast. I feel like you can love or hate how everybody showed up. It's a pretty black and white week for me. So I'm excited to see kind of everybody's perspective. It's still giving. I'm not, I'm not enthused by the episodes. I know we've spoken, I think in the last live, about how some individuals were kind of not really feeling it, we're kind of falling off, but I'm still really enjoying this season. So I'm satisfied.
Yes. Did you watch Yvette said it's working now. And
Okay, thank you.
did you watch the after show? I mean, not the after show. Did you watch what's happening?
I did. I did. The only thing that I can say that was said that was kind of eye-opening for me. I remember when Heather said that Brahman was the one that shed the most tears at the reunion, and I think without getting ahead of ourselves, y'all, I like to think I know why she might have been the one to shed the most tears at the reunion, but I don't remember her saying anything that was really groundbreaking for me, unless I missed something. Did I miss something?
No, she did answer the question, which was a posing question that a lot of people were wondering, why didn't they do video footage? That's funny, like literally.
Mm-hmm.
But why didn't they take video footage on the airplane and all that? And then she explained, because when Brittany was looking at her phone and videoing herself, and Meredith got so upset with her, are you videotaping us? Because you are the scum of the earth. I mean, you could not do it. Like, so nobody is trying to pull out no phones and have nobody be scolded like that. So that the way she explained it was, yeah, we decided, all of us decided that we're not gonna be pulling out phones like that. So that's pretty much, but that's not to say it's no video. That's not to say it's no video.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that, please.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody got the time for her eyes didn't cross. They went like Biggie's. Meredith's eyes was like Biggie's. Don't even look. You look at the picture. You got the picture. I ain't got a lie. They like Biggie's. She was unfocused. She saw two of Brittany, and then both her eyes was look. Hello. Okay. Don't play with me. That is Biggie's eyes.
I mean, if you guys were here last week, you already know. Although I don't see it for her on the show, Monica, aka Gunica Garcia, she did kind of break down what may or may not have happened at the reunion, or what may or may not, be to come in terms of their, who knows, there might be some footage out there that is still off in the shadows that we might see at the reunion. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath on it, and quite honestly, I think it's safe to say I'm completely over the plane debacle of it all. Until we see something concrete, I'm kind of over talking about it, y'all. I'm sorry to say. But
Two things, a couple of things. I'm sorry, and we definitely gonna get into the episode. But one, you look so cute. You look like one of Santa helpers today. Like I literally gotta say. So you're on this side of my screen. So if y'all see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at Barb on my screen. You
thank
look
you.
so adorable. I love it, and I love that you put a black shirt under it. It just
Thank
make
you.
you look so super cute. And then as far as Kevin's comment, as far as this um
We get into it.
Angie, okay, first of all, y'all do see I did wear my blue. I don't know if y'all can see, but I put blue mascara on too. I don't know if you can see it because I was
Mm-hmm,
trying to, I was trying to overdo it. I actually had another little thing, another little thing that's over here that I'm probably gonna get in. I'll get in a minute, but it's not a flag, but it's blue and white, and it looks festive. And I was like, "Dang, Angie, you're wearing this out, girl. You're wearing this out. I know you love Greece. I know you do, and I know you about to get your dual citizenship. We get that."
mm-hmm.
But
I like
what's the funniest thing is that Lisa is under Lisa's nerve. So to me not being a fan of Lisa's, if it's getting under her nerves, it's like ha ha ha. But the fact that it's getting under your nerve, Kev, and my nerve, okay, it's not ha 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 no more. Stop it already. I'm feeling like what's her daughter now? I'm feeling like Electra.
it.
Tony, stop it
Mm-hmm,
already. Everything you see,
mm-hmm,
do everything is blue and white. Every time I see her, she got on blue and white. So that's why I wore the blue and
mm-hmm.
white shirt.
Yeah, I think she should let it speak for itself at this point. Clearly, as soon as you step off the plane, you can really, you're fully immersed in all things Greece, and I think it speaks for itself. I, I was even, jealous because I was thinking about, I actually was supposed to go to Santorini and a couple of the other Greek islands, but good old COVID came around and yep, just completely canceled our plans. The whole trip was paid off for and everything. So I was
Oh,
in the air, just living vicariously through them. So Angie, it's going to speak for itself. The folks are going to come. The, literally, this is an exact. Here you have it, y'all. An exact real life reenactment of Angie K. Repping Greece. This is literally what we had to witness for all 42 minutes of that
be
episode.
mesmerized, be
Hmm.
hypnotized.
Hmm.
Like
I'm
my
feeling it.
God, I'm
I'm
like literally.
feeling it. But okay, let's jump into it, y'all.
Let's get into it.
So this episode, we pretty much were on the trip the entire episode, but the only other scene we got outside of that really was right in the beginning. We seen both Mary and Heather. They were paying a visit to Angie, and her dad was also there along with her Aunt Rita, and they were getting a as we call it in the military, like a hip pocket class on all things Greek language. And so it was really nice. I would say it was really nice seeing Mary interacting with Angie's family, since we saw Angie interacting with Mary's family in previous episodes. Heather wants to know how to say snooze fest, whereas Mary would like to know how do you say you have no manners.
Oh, that one
So,
and shut up. Ain't it? Didn't you want to
mhm,
know how to say shut up as well? How do you say
yes.
shut up?
Um, these are vital phrases for the ladies to know in this type of group. So they just wanted to go and embark on their journey and their trip well informed. So I thought that was awesome. Meanwhile, Meredith, she was over at her rental getting her looks together and everything. And I'm not sure about you, but this was a scene that only further reassured me that Seth is the only one in that home that speaks like they have an actual pulse, because everybody else in that house speaks like there's no enthusiasm. It's very just even monotone at all times. It seems like Meredith passed that on to all her children, but she likes it. I love it. Lisa, she was packing up her approximately 60 Chanel bags along with a whole entire bag of Versace. She's going to bring all of the designer. No designer will be left out. That's how Lisa Barlow rolls. And so she was telling John all about that. Bronwyn, however, she was venting her concerns about the trip to Todd. I don't really know why she was doing that. I'm not sure if she knows why she was doing that, because he's been so vocal about not seeing it for these ladies and her hanging out with this group. But we know Bronwyn, she's always going to rope Todd on in to what's going on in this group, no matter what. So that's kind of how we opened up this episode, y'all. And fast forward, the ladies, they're arriving at the airport. Bronwyn was actually having luggage issues this time, which was funny to me because I feel like, isn't Mary the one that's always having the issue with her bags and stuff? That made me laugh. But before we know it, they're off. Throw your Greek flags up. Angie had Greek flags and sunglasses and the whole nine for everybody. It was, as the episode says, it was Greek for the week, and Angie, she was repping that. Oh my gosh. But I think it was a couple of ladies have been to Greece before, except for Heather. I don't know about you, but I love when Mary, I love when we find out like little tidbits about Mary's life. When we find out like, oh, you've been there before, Mary? Okay. It's just, I don't know. I just really, for someone who's as private as she is, it's just fun for me to always pick up on these little nuggets of information that she gives us. Like, oh, okay. To be a fly on the wall, to see Mary in Greek.
I would love to have seen that too. And just the way she even described it, like it's just perfect. And we know she has a high standard. So when she said that, I was like, ooh, Mary enjoyed it, which I knew she would. And like I said, my daughter wants to go there.
I forgot I have pictures, and I'm gonna
so
a lot of pictures.
It's so funny because I was gonna put my background as a beach, but usually when I do Salt Lake City, I always put the mountains. I was gonna put my beach up, but I was like, the beach was so beautiful. I was like, I mean, California beaches are nice, but oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
I need to see that. And
I want to go. And the views, they were breathtaking. The views that they were getting, Angie did a beautiful job of most of the places that they went to, and the settings of the tables and the food already sitting on the table to eat and the drinks already ready. I was like, oh, you mean I ain't got to wait?
I really enjoyed that because I want to say Angie said that they had at this point been traveling like 2 days. I mean, it is on the whole other opposite side of the world, so I understand that. But they had been traveling a long while, and I'm not sure if she said it at this point in the episode, but we can recall in the beginning of this season how Angie, she had the ladies going on that little camping BS RV trip or whatever. Yeah, that clearly wasn't up to anybody's standards. So this is her redo, and I mean, hats off to her. She really did the damn thing with this trip. And just as you said, yeah, she had spreads of where is it? The rooms, everything was all not that picture. She had spreads of food and everything all waiting for them, and everything. But that was actually the next morning. Right when they got off the plane, they get picked up by the driver, of course. And yes, and then they went to a restaurant where they also had some local sangria that I was actually shocked that Lisa liked, because she don't like nothing but Vita tequila. So at least if it was up to Lisa's standards, then it must be good. I don't know. But nonetheless, just as they start to dig in, we have Heather exaggeratedly looking at her watch, and we soon find out that this was a new purchase for her. She apparently bought a $6,000 Cartier watch, and it was at the airport where she not only did she buy one watch, but she was able to buy two watches pretty much for the price of one because they were duty free. So she actually hooked up Whitney with one as well. And the whole big scheme of it all is really because Lisa apparently has an issue with other people having Cartier watches. She wants to be the only one with one. She wants to be the original Cartier watch wearing person. And so between her and Angie, they start to go back and forth because according to Angie, she's had hers since way back, like way back Facebook days, way back. And according to her, Lisa's the type of person that, yeah, it's just only things can only be cool and exclusive to Lisa, to include Porsches. But Angie's like, I've had several Porsches. I've had my Porsches for years. We all work really hard. We have nice things, and you should be happy for me and my things, just like I should be happy for you and your things. And Lisa's whole thing is like, that's cool. Like, I have no issues with that. Drive your Porsche, girl. Mine is a 2025 or whatever year she said. Nonetheless, but they just get into this whole who's got more, better, nicer designer things than each other. And it was really orchestrated by Heather, in my opinion. And so I'll stop right here to say, for me, I was just annoyed more so by Heather, because it's just like, why I'm not sitting here saying I, have Gucci down to the socks or anything like that, but I have a couple nice pieces, designer pieces, and no, I'm not on a show, but I know my pieces, even not just designer pieces, just anything in life. This fan right here, like, I buy stuff because I want to buy stuff. I don't buy stuff because this person over here has it and I want to like be funny and like, make a joke out of something or whatever. I just felt like that was just like corny to me, Heather, because if you really want one, why not get one? But she was making it more so about Lisa, and we have seen Heather time and time again show that she is the type of person that pedestalizes Lisa to be who she is, in my opinion. Lisa wouldn't be considered, quote unquote, that girl if some of these women, to include Heather, didn't prop her up to have that title. And it's stuff like this that makes it so. And I mean, let Mary tell it. That's a grandma watch anyway. I mean, it's we not spring chickens or nothing, but like, I wouldn't be arguing about it. Like, but yeah, that's how that's how I felt about it.
Right. Yeah, no. That was funny when Mary said those are grandma watches. She was like, even though we not spring chickens and everything. So I was like, so we women of particular age, I am a grandmother. So y'all, I'll rock a Cartier. I like the way she says it, Cartier watch. The fact that Lisa says that, everything's a competition with Angie and everything's a competition and, they're going back and forth, but she still had to one up her after she just tells Angie, oh, well, it's not a competition. I'm not in competition with you. And then she was like, well, because I already had 5 Porsches. She said, well, I had 4. She said, so I have one more than you. She says, yeah, but it's not a competition. But mine's a 2025. I said, see, you couldn't just let it go, huh? You couldn't just let it go. You had to just tell her that you hit 2025, okay? So I just kind of laugh about people saying something about somebody and in the same breath do exactly what you're talking about that person is doing. So they're both in the wrong. And as far as Heather buying that, I don't know why she's got it so bad right now for Lisa. Well, I do. No, I don't.
Yeah, we know.
I do, but I don't, because Lisa actually been trying to step it up for Heather and coming through and saying to Meredith, like, no, Meredith, you did say that. This is what you said to her. And Meredith, no, I didn't. Okay, well, I'm not about to argue with her. So, I mean, I said my piece. I'm piecing out of it because she's clearly not at this place to say that I'm right or wrong, or she's right or wrong, or she's only the one that's right. So I'm not about to argue with Meredith, but Lisa has been stepping up to Meredith and coming through for Heather. So when I said I do know, I don't know, because she's been stepping up. And I agree with you. She has been, sister. She been wanting to be Lisa's friend. She's like, we started off the show with that. Like, you was the one that, remember, Lisa was always the cool girl, and you always felt like you wasn't worthy to be her friend, and she always made you feel that way. Well, you think that, and then it just started from there. So we already know that you really want seek her approval. Like you literally seek her approval. So to do the watch thing, it's like, okay, girl. I mean,
Just, yeah, I felt like that was so extra for no
it
reason.
was.
If I was Whitney, yeah, I'll take one. But I just felt like that was so unnecessarily extra. And although Lisa, don't get me wrong, y'all, Lisa has her things about her. Like I'm not saying that at all. But in this situation, and honestly, much of this trip, like I wasn't as upset with her as maybe some other people were. I'm just gonna say that now. And even in this scene, the last thing I'll mention is in her confessional. I'm not gonna lie, she kind of ate when she was like, you know what, I like to. What did she say? Um, she's Angie's gonna take years off her life being so jealous and competitive, and she doesn't even know what Angie drove, but Angie definitely knows what she drove because she was watching her on TV. I can't lie. Lisa Loki ate with that one because I mean that's true. She didn't lie. Like Angie did, and it's not a jab at the same time. And I don't, I hope Angie just takes that in strides because we all know you did want to be on the show, Angie, and that's fine. It's okay to want to be on the show. So I mean, it's true. You did
That
see.
was a good one.
It was. I can't even lie about that.
I was
Hey,
watching.
please.
Hey, kids. It was so funny because I literally was watching it because I had gotten in the shower after I finished doing my client. That's why I needed a one more minute of time. But so what was that part had came on, and when she said reset, I said, "Ooh, Lisa ate with that one. She got you on that one."
She did. It
It
was
was
funny to see Lisa's face was a picture when they showed them watches. Heather has petty money, but is clearly coming for Lisa this season. Yeah, which is crazy because we also can we also not forget, y'all? Where is it? I got so many things going on over here. Yeah, I still have it. Can we not forget this? Like where Heather was
oh,
completely fine, in my opinion. So yeah, it's clear that Heather is Heather is really trying to hold down this whole center snowflake receipts, uh, screenshots, etc. Like she's trying to really hold that down and be memorialized forever and ever on this show. I feel like her tactics in this episode are evident of just that, and I really want her to stop because it's not becoming and it's actually quite annoying. And if I was there, it just wouldn't happen on my watch. No pun intended. Mm. Mm. But yeah, y'all. So then we catch up with the ladies the next morning, and this is where this is where that picture comes from. Where is it? This picture. Yeah. So Lisa has even found her a makeup artist from Athens. She's getting her glam done. She gets her glam, done every single day back home. We got Mary indulging in some croissants that looked really good. I love me a croissant. And Angie was still waving that Greek flag, y'all. So the ladies, they weren't, like I said before, too fond of that last trip. And so Angie really has did the dang thing with this trip. It's a very, very nice property. It's a very nice villa. And so they all, for whatever reason, this another thing. Like, why are we doing this? Like, Heather. Now Heather wants to go get the same Prada slides that Lisa wants to get. Like, it was just like annoying at this point to me. I'm not sure about you guys, but to me it was just like, why? Like, okay, like, haha, like it wasn't funny to me. But for whatever reason, Heather continues to pick with Lisa. And then like, you know what else I want to mention? Remember, wasn't that the season? Yeah, that was the season with Monica, right? Where Heather was like, "Oh no, I'm a mom. I'm not gonna be talking about like my sex life on here." And like Heather, like she likes to switch back and forth from when she wants to be a quote unquote good time, down for the get down girl, and then on other times she wants to act like she's so prude and she's so, we don't go there. That's why I really wanted to show you guys this picture because it's just like which side of the fence are you gonna be on, Heather, when it comes to this? Well,
She don't know. Heather just be blowing with the wind. She really does. Like whatever the wind blows, like, okay, I guess I do this. Yeah, I did this for a long enough time. The wind blowing that way, I'm gonna go over here and we'll blow with the wind over here, and now I'm gonna do this on this side. It's not that it's not coming off genuine or we don't believe you. It's just that it's coming across fickled.
mm-hmm,
You're being very fickle, and it's just like some stuff that you say that you're not, that don't matter to you, really
mm-hmm,
does matter to you, and we can tell it does. And I wish you would just say it does matter instead
mm-hmm,
of just like when Lisa said that they don't understand my life. My life is so much different than yours, and she was like, "No, not really." It's like instead of not just saying not really, like really, Lisa, like what? Like what's so different about you? Like have her tell you what was so different instead of just kind of shutting her down. Like oh really? It is? Huh. Yeah,
only for
okay.
you to act like she really has a different life by doing these stupid little things. So, which one is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, Nonetheless, y'all, they all after breakfast or whatever, they all go. Or no, this is actually where we find out that Heather still hasn't forgiven Meredith over the comment she made about uh remaining friends with Brit. If she were to remain friends with Brittany, then pretty much leave me out of it. That was Meredith's whole thing, and she also called Heather a liar. So yeah, Heather's not over any of that, and more to come on that in the next couple scenes. So they fast forward, they go to the beach. Or they change over to their swimwear. They go to the beach. It was actually was it a volcanic rock beach? I think Angie said. Very very nice. Very
Is
very
that
nice.
what they say it was
Hmm?
like black? Was it
Black
black in the
rock.
water? Yeah, black water.
I think the sand, like the sand is like darker like that. I'm assuming that's what they
I'm
meant.
thinking too. Me too.
Sounds very exfoliating. Um, so it
But
was
look,
it
if
was
you look down the way on the picture, look how the sand looks darker way down at the further the sand gets from us. It looks darker, the sand itself. So maybe it is the sand.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What did you say, Yvette? Yvette said Heather been dodgy to me from season one. At first, she was insecure with herself over not having as much money, and her weight. So stuck to the most popular one first, Jen, then Lisa, and we're about to get into all the nitty gritty of that event. So just wait.
Stay tuned, Yvette. Stay tuned.
That was a nice little precursor you said, because yes, all of that I feel like plays a major part in how Heather was coming off in this episode, and I can't wait. Let me hurry up and get to that point. So Angie, oh my God, Angie again with she like whips out this Greek bucket hat at one point. Mary's like, oh no,
That don't match.
if you want to do it, cool, but and Angie's like, no, okay, so I won't do it.
But she's like, I just want to have my moment. Girl, you've been had 10,000 moments. Stop it. Go.
And actually, I should probably say before they even got off the van or whatever, we see Meredith turning to Heather to try to, coordinate like them having a little one-on-one at some point during the trip. Like, and this is actually the second time that she reached out to her, come to find out later on. And Heather, of course, is not really being receptive to it. So we shall see. And then again, back to them on the beach after they conclude their beach activities or whatever. They sit down for some lunch, and or no, Mary and this bucket face, bucket
Oh my gosh.
face. These are the types of things that, again, if this was any other cast, Mary, I don't think that would have gone over so well. But I guess that is leaps and bounds better than referring to somebody as looking inbred. So maybe that's a compliment coming from Mary. I
It's definitely a step up. It's definitely a step up.
Heather took it in strides because according to Mary, that means you're smart. You take in a lot of knowledge. Okay, it's better than being a square face. Those are stupid people. And did you see how
the dum dums?
Brittany when it's
I said, don't do Brittany. Stop doing Brittany. What's up, Sweet Pea? Don't do Brittany.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
I was like, dang. Then I started really looking at their faces because I'm like, what really is a bucket shaped like? It's rounded at the bottom. Is that what a bucket is shaped like? It's not square. It's rounded at the bottom, right? And
I don't know.
Girl,
one of those things like if you see it, you'll know. Like I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, and then I got I have an oblong shape. So what I guess I'm one of the dum dums. I don't know. I don't remember what she said about the oblong. She just saying all the different shapes of faces. And but I don't know where I don't know if she said what mine means. I don't care. You can't change the shape of my face. I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever heard it be referred to and described as such, but never a dull moment when we have Mary throwing out descriptions. So nonetheless, as they all sit down for lunch, Angie asks them what they think of the Greek men. Heather says they're hot and she's interested in the gentleman on the flamingo. And I'm like, gentleman on the flamingo? What you talking about? Oh, this gentleman on the flamingo.
Thank you for bringing it. I can see him a little. Okay. I was like, what did he look like? He was.
I don't.
His body is not together. I'm sorry.
It's nothing I'm gonna write home about. But,
not at all.
Go off then. But
it's a man. That's all I will say. But that's how she acts. She act like it's a man. Oh, a man, like a real man. Like, girl, relax. He's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I can't be mad at her when she was talking about my dude from Clash of the Titans, though. Because when I was a kid, I really did have a crush on that dude. But
yeah, I'm with her when she's right, but I'm gonna point it out when she's wrong.
Yeah, that one was like, what?
But so then after that, though, Angie then turns to ask Bronwyn if she'll be getting a number 2 while they're there, since she's thrown out looking into an open marriage and all. Wrong road, wrong. I wish I had that. I wish I had that audio. I need to get that. Yeah.
She turned into Meredith. She started taking notes from Meredith on this part. Go ahead.
Yes, immediately, y'all. Bronwyn, she responds and she's like, that's not what I said. We were looking into. Like, what do you know? Completely denies it. Everybody's wheels begin to turn. It gets a little awkward, even, I'll say. And so as their eyebrows are raising, Angie's trying to say, well, girl, you did mention an open marriage. Like, what you mean? You said that. And Bronwyn's like, they're not in an open marriage. Todd is happy. We're good. We good. And so
you good? We good? I'm good. She good? We good? I'm good. Todd's good. We good. Muzzy's good. They good? We good. We all good.
One is good. The 16 dogs are good. The dog shit in the foyer is good. Like,
the costumes are good.
The costumes are good.
The diamond necklace I lied about, it's good. It's fitting out.
Like,
it's still,
all 3 generations of Bobs are good. Like, yeah. We're good.
We're good. Period. Credit good. The records are sealed. It's good. We're all good.
Okay. We know that Heather ain't gonna take that though, y'all. Heather jumps in now and she's like, okay, Bronwyn, you're just I minimized this too fast. I got a nice picture. So yeah, Heather's like, girl, like that's you're just sounding very matter of fact about this. And she's like, yeah, I am matter of fact about this. And so then Heather turns to her and she's like, but are you happy? Are you happy? And Bronwyn's like, yeah, I'm super happy. I super adore Todd and we're happy. There's no drama in our house.
How dare you think there's something wrong at my house? Why are y'all even in my business?
eyebrows are literally turning. People are literally like, you know, the meme or whatever, and it's like the lady and it's the math and stuff. Like that's literally
Yeah.
like they're literally like, what, huh? Because I'm sure you guys, if you've been watching these episodes, you know why the ladies are confused. And so Heather takes it a step further, and she's bringing up, how you weren't wearing a wedding ring, and so Bronwyn's like, well,
I'm
first
still
of
not
all,
wearing my wedding ring.
I don't wear
I'm
my
still
wedding ring all the
I'm still not
time.
wearing my
Like
wedding ring.
I wear plenty of jewelry, which I can understand that. Okay, cool. But also, we have Whitney. She's like, Bronwyn, I don't know what she wants us to think. At this point, she throws out all this information, and then she's like now backpedaling. So what the F is up? Like they're all very confused. Mary jumps in, 'cause she's the unofficial official voice of reason in the group, and she's like, well, you can't pretend it didn't happen when you put things out there in the open, like, and then you go back then and you pretend like it didn't happen, and you can't just like throw things out in the open like that, and then act like you don't know what we're talking about when we bring it back up.
Mhm.
And Bronwyn's like, I understand what Heather's saying, but I never said that Todd moved out or that we're separated or anything of the sort. And the words were that she asked him to leave, which okay, I mean I could agree with that. Okay, I got you. But Heather, she's like not backing down, y'all. Like I keep saying, and Bronwyn's finding this strange because it's like I came to you guys in confidence. I came to you guys, being vulnerable and stuff. And now look at where things are now. And she's like, I don't need to tell you anything that happens in my house at the end of the day. And they're like, no, of course you don't. But you left the door open. You invited us in, and you guys noticed how Lisa and Brittany, they were on mute. But Meredith, she's like, because I have been in this situation before. She lends her viewpoint. She's like, it's going to come up. It's going to come up again. And this is based off my own personal experience. This is not the last time you're going to hear of it. But on a lighter note, Heather wants to know if Lisa Barlow is going to hook up with a Greek man. Number 3, like, what are we doing, Heather? What type of, and again, obviously, I could take a joke. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I love a joke, but joke about things that are actually funny and make sense. When have we ever heard like that wasn't funny? We know that Lisa's not out here looking for other men. Like we know John Barlow, John Barlow, John Barlow. She's not gonna let us know that. So,
Right.
like
Right.
what? And Lisa shut that down again because she's lucky she played it cute, because if Heather would have said that to a lot of other people, she got cussed out because don't disrespect me like that.
I
Go ahead.
wonder if because when Heather be drinking, she get to just popping off at the mouth too,
Just
and
chatting.
yes, and so I feel like she can't help it. She can't help sometimes the truth come out, and when the truth come out, you can't whether hence her asking Lisa what she asked Lisa, meaning she may know, and I'm not saying this to be true or not, allegedly or not. I'm saying she may allegedly know that Lisa does something or has done something or something could have happened in their relationship. And so when you know those type of things and you're not gonna suppress it, but then when you've been drinking, you can't like something might fall out and then you be like trying to reel it back and you can't because you've been drinking and then in that moment you don't even want to reel it back. You've been drinking and so you don't really give a darn. So you just say what you say, and then when they bring it back to you, like, "Oh, I said that. I didn't mean to." And everybody else is looking at, well, why would you say it? And it's like, because it was the truth. And, I've been drinking. Sorry. So that's how I take things when I'm not saying she was drunk in this moment, but I'm saying a lot of things come out, right? A lot of things, right? A lot of things come out when you've been drinking, and usually it's got a little truth in it. So I was a little like, ugh. And then something else I want to say about Heather. I mean, I just finished talking about Heather, but it was something else I want to say about her. With Meredith. Oh,
Mm.
I can't think of it. It'll come to me. We can read those comments though.
Okay. Have said that guy from Clash of Titans, Harry Hamlin,
I
Lisa
know,
Rinna's. Oh
I
yeah,
know. Oh, I
husband.
know. Oh,
Oh
I
my
know, Lady Bird.
god!
Yes,
Hey!
Lord. What's
Oh
going
my
on?
god! How are you across the pond? I'm recapping this next week. I hope you. Oh my god! Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Please send it to us. We missed
Good
you.
to see you.
Um.
Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I
Yes.
should have said
Yes.
earlier
Yes.
too.
TGIF for real. Um.
It was something I wanted to say about
Bronwyn.
no, Bronwyn. Wait, go back.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I know what it is. Um Bronwyn sitting there saying that she was all upset about people coming to her. She let what she did was now it's coming.
Mhm.
Heather asked her what happened, and she said, "Yeah, I told him to leave." And then the next question was, "Well, so what are you doing?" She said, "I don't know, but at this moment, I just wanted him to leave." So that was the last thing that Heather was told. So it's all within Heather's right to say to you, did you kick him out? Did you whatever there was, the whatever to ask you to reiterate or bring it back up? What happened? And for you to act like, oh, I didn't say that, or that's not the case, or why you guys are in my business, because you left it because the last time we talked to you, he was out of the house. You didn't care about him when he was coming back until you were ready to talk. And so we're just asking. But Bronwyn, she's telling on herself. You saying everything is fine. No, you when people do that, it's like not when you just had the man
Too
kicked out of the house
soon.
for a minute ago. Like 5 seconds ago, he was out the house.
Too
So when you
soon.
sit here and turn around and gaslight us with the everything's perfect and we all collectively, if they all would have not talked to her for the rest of the trip or just shut her down for the rest of the night, and she go to talking and everybody kind of ignore her, that's what I think they should start doing.
She
Start
did it
ignoring.
last season. She did it last season when she what was it? Um about the text messages or whatever, like when she presented it and was like, oh my god, this was so bad to us, and then when they brought it back up, she was like, no, like we're good, like she brings things up only to like water it down when it's brought back up again or when they're past it or whatever. I feel like multiple things can be true at the same time. Like one, I think Angie was, I don't think she was trying to be malicious as much as she was trying to be like funny, haha, hee hee.
Mhm.
Brahma got real serious about it, which then made everybody else be like, wait, but you did bring this up. Like that was like, I don't think it's that far fetched for them to have drawn somewhat of the similar conclusion. On the other side, like I'll give Brahma like 1 point and say like, okay, yeah, maybe to her, her words didn't speak to like a permanent separation or divorce or anything like that. Like maybe she didn't realize what the implication may have came off as. But because like I just said, she has a history of like saying one thing and then like backtracking or whatever and watering it down. I'm gonna need her to like not do that, and like you said, not be surprised then if they wouldn't have like talked to her for the rest of the trip. I think it's yeah. Brahma purposely tells her business for attention and plays the perpetual victim. Yeah,
There
it's
you
weird.
go.
It's
That
weird.
part.
The one
So weird.
thing Big Tan gets worse every season. I think she needs her eyes. I don't even think it's that as much as like I understand now why she gets her makeup done every day. I'll say that.
Right. She
I'll
got
say that.
her skin is bad.
Her
Yes.
skin is keep Meredith away from the booty.
That part made me laugh. I was like, oh no, oh no.
Heather, never show your shame.
That part made me laugh too,
Exactly.
Candy.
Why are you talking about hot guys and this and that and penises and stuff like that? And you just got rid of your old mattress. Like, do better. We
Your
know
old
who's
beat
not
up mattress.
let us know who's really not having sex without letting us know who's not having sex.
Hello.
Heather.
Hello.
I like you, but your fashion, especially your husband who's not about to be your husband. Anyway, yeah, y'all. Yeah, she probably irritated me with that one. I guess Meredith was
Disgusting.
that Meredith's way of trying to be kind. I don't know. That was okay, whatever. But I understand why they were all kind of like confused a little bit.
A little
It's the
bit.
way she represents what she's saying. It's weird. Anyway, y'all, back at the villa, the ladies, they got about like an hour to get ready. We know, like we just said, Lisa ain't going nowhere without a good old beat down. I was kind of, when Whitney was telling Heather like, oh, like I really want to go get water, and she's like, I don't think we're gonna have time. I was, what does she mean by that? Just like
Girl,
maybe like bottled waters or something like.
I was thinking bottled waters. I was thinking maybe they are high up and or where they're at, they have to go further out to
The
go get it. But
convenience store
you
to,
don't have a butler or somebody like that to go get it for
well,
you.
like I know, like we like to do that too when we like are out of town and stuff like that, and have like you wake up in the middle of the night like like yeah, you want to get a couple bottles of water or whatever. I get that, so I'm assuming that's what she meant. But what? I put it on do not disturb. Oh my god!
Y'all turn the ringer off too. That's why I turn the ringer off and do that. I'll do both because it will come through the computer.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I was confused when she said that, but all in all, Lisa let it be known. Yeah, not Lisa. Andrew was like, we got an hour period, like, and we rolling out. So everybody
disperses. Time. Oh my, wait.
Everybody disperses. They getting ready. And so at the same time, I think it was like Heather was one of the first ones dressed, and so she pops in on Mary to discuss none other than Meredith, as I already said. Hey cousin, what's going on?
Hey cousin.
That said her skin is saggy too and feet look swollen. Is it true she only eats that? Yeah, she does like look like she has a little bit of fluid maybe in her legs or something. I ain't nobody's doctor, y'all. I did notice that.
She do have big her ankles.
Where's the picture?
Are big. Angie had said that before, so I had looked at that and I was like, dang. Her even, I mean,
I thought it was just
yeah, but yeah, she only eats fast food unless she's eating out at a restaurant, like or at a place like that.
Yeah, I think that too.
I feel like Mary eat out a lot too. That's in my mind. I don't know. I can't say.
I could see that. I could see that. A cousin, Barb. That's my sister's phone every time I'm like, and the thing is, I called him twice before I got on here. Anyway, at least needs water and vegetables. Yeah. She claims she doesn't like that all the time. I've seen her say in interviews. I'm gonna pray she doesn't. But obviously, I mean, obviously Wendy's gave you a sponsorship for something. But anyway, they're all getting ready. Heather pops in on Mary, and she says that Meredith hasn't truly apologized, and being as though they have had such a good relationship in the past, it's really like it's really weighing on her. And she says that she's just interested in having this one-on-one with Meredith because she's not interested in having one-on-one Meredith because according to her, she'll just twist it and turn it into something else. And Mary's like, girl, you just need to say it straight to her face. You need to say it straight to her face. You need to straight up with her because she listens. She listens to you, that is. And Mary thinks that, this group, as women in this group, they don't really have the capability of being completely honest with one another about how they feel. And more or less, it's because they just worry about things that don't like really matter, like other people's feelings. Oh God, did I just say that? I can't believe I just jumped right out of my mouth. Oh my gosh. Like something is wrong, Mary, for real. But nonetheless, it's about time they all step on out. I actually thought that I don't know. I really liked Bronwyn's look. I thought she looked really cute here for some reason. Like I don't know. It looked like very full, and it almost looked like head mean cheerleader in high school type outfit to me. Yeah, like it gave me like Mean Girls, like I don't know, like preppy-ish. I liked it though. Um, is that like a? I think she got some on her shirt though. Now that I
It
look at it.
is. Probably a little drinky drink.
Yeah, probably. She was sending pictures to Todd, so she says.
Oh God.
Um, yeah, and so they're all filing out, and y'all, where's the picture? So, they're all outside. Like everybody knew that they had an hour to get ready. Y'all, Lisa's still in there getting her makeup done, and Angie's like, "Oh, absolutely not. We are out." Like,
So it's like I'm trying to go see the sunset. Ain't nobody.
Because they're supposed to be going to do a little shopping and they're supposed to follow by dinner. So she let everybody know, like, wear comfortable walking shoes. Well, an hour. Come on. So they all roll out. I don't know about you, but I let out a little chuckle when Meredith was like, "Where's Lisa?" And Mary was like, "She's still getting her makeup done." And she was like,
I did. I got let out a little chuckle myself because she's like,
mm-hmm.
"Oh, so Lisa, it's nothing new."
Mm-hmm. So they're all off, and as they're walking to their destination, they're like on the side of this road or whatever, and just such beautiful views throughout this entire episode, y'all. Y'all, tell me why Whitney takes a tumble.
But before she took the tumble, she thought, "Should we hitchhike?
Yeah, she was
Should
like, "Oh
we
no,
hitchhike?"
frowned upon," and then literally, I think it was Brittany who was like, "Oh, there's a step here or
No,
something."
it was Heather. I think Heather said it. There's a step right here, and she stepped a little bit, and then Whitney was
Cause
right behind her.
y'all know vacation sandals like that. They don't be having no grip and stuff. She just straight on down. They're like, "Oh my god." I mean, I guess shout outs to Brittany because she did try to help her. She's like, "Oh my god." Shout outs to Brittany a little bit, and shout outs to this young fellow right here who just lent a helping hand in a time of need. Thank you, young gentleman.
Man, because they was about to slip down all the way down. They couldn't get no grip, and because she was in that slant, Brittany trying to pull her up.
And then Brittany
Brittany
out on
like,
these.
I can't get no grip.
She had on platform shoes. She's trying to help her. It was just bad. It was just. It was so
I'm glad
bad.
Whitney didn't hurt herself though.
Yeah, I felt like at different times Mary's looked a little bloated a little bit at certain times in the last like season or so. I know what you mean. Lisa has they just don't look like those would be her legs. I'm
At
not
all. But she's so petite.
they don't fit her
Then
body.
the legs get big.
Lisa's face is Lisa's face
Without make look, you know what, Candor? It's strange without no makeup on. That's
her.
the
It looks like maybe she spent too much time in the sun.
I wonder what her husband thinks.
Hyperpigmentation, which I mean, y'all, not everybody has perfect skin. It's definitely something. If you do, like, you're blessed. But I was gonna wait to say this, but I'll say it right now. Like, I don't. If I'm in front of a whole millions and millions of people around the world on the TV screen every week, I don't see anything inherently wrong with wanting to show up. You're looking your best. If you can afford it, go ahead, do it. Whatever. And yeah, seeing her like that, I feel like I mean, is it safe to say that this is probably the most we've seen her like barefaced in an episode? I feel like I don't remember seeing her skin this much in other episodes as much as this.
When they went to Palm Springs,
I was surprised that she was like showing herself like that much.
When she was in Palm Springs, is the last time we saw her full face, no makeup, and she had that breakdown with no glam. And I don't want to do this, and I have glam in everywhere, Rome and here and there, in Paris, and all this other stuff. I understand that. I like my makeup too. I like my skin to be even. I don't have messed up skin. I have pretty good skin to be in my 50s. I have really nice skin to be in my 50s, and I've always had nice skin. I didn't have acne or any of that, but I'm still older, and I do have a little sun damage, and my skin is not completely even. So I will put some makeup on. But my thing, it is hard to do. I was gonna say my thing is why she just don't learn, but because she can't really see. It's hard to put on makeup if you have glasses on. Now maybe she can invest in some contact lenses, but I'm wondering just Is it that you don't want to do your makeup, or can't you learn how to do it lightly like I do mine, where you can do it yourself and you don't need full glam?
Yeah, I mean, you would think slash. I mean, I guess I'm biased because I genuinely, I mean, went to school for it, and I genuinely like love makeup, so it's
Hmm.
fun for me to do it too. I guess if you don't find it fun or you find it tedious or whatever, or if you just can't get it how you want to get it, if you just can't, you know, get
Hmm.
that skill set to do it how you want to, I guess that's maybe why. But um, yeah, it's if I was her, I would just really focus on some good skincare right now, and maybe she'll not want to wear it as much then. Mm-hmm.
That's very true. That's very true. I didn't think about that. She's
Mhm.
probably not using the best skincare because she used so
Or
much
ignoring
makeup.
it, just yeah, probably ignoring it so that
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna cover it up in the morning anyway. So I don't know.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, so once they reach the shops, y'all, they of course do a little shopping. They're still wondering where Lisa is, but they're shopping, doing the thing, and yeah, Lisa's still getting makeup done. So um Heather actually says something that I really want to get everybody's opinion on, because Heather was like, she would hate to be so crippled by her personal insecurities to the point that she would arrive alone. But clearly, Lisa doesn't seem to be a hindrance to Lisa's confidence. How did you feel when Heather said that? Because all I could think about is and I'm kicking myself right now that I don't have a photo, but we can all just take 2 seconds to remember how Heather appeared when she first came on this show, season 1. So I just found that to be very interesting that she's the first person to come out her face, her newly filled snatched fillered up face, to say that somebody else is insecure, or is somebody else is taking extra time to perfect their look before going out into the world. I found that to be very rich coming from Heather, of all people, when she looks completely fucking different than she did on season 1, episode 1 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, to the point that I think she's paid about $200,000 at least in plastic surgery. But you
Mm.
have something to say about Lisa getting her makeup done? Are you
I
okay?
No, the community is not a clay cake. Shout out to Bondi. Here's the thing. You said it all. Heather, how dare you talk about any woman or anybody, because you should know of all people how it feels to not look your best but still show up for the world and be critiqued and have to take it. So um Lisa's been doing this all 6 seasons. This ain't nothing
Mhm.
new. This is not nothing new. So we expect this from Lisa. I mean, I do. I expect this from Lisa. I expect her to be glammed up, have her glam with her, and show up and show out. I don't being by herself, girl. She's on the island. They not gonna. Y'all got the only film crew there, most likely on the island, filming. So it's not gonna really be hard to find y'all. So yeah, I don't think it was a problem. I thought she was exaggerating when she said she had been there, but then when she showed her pictures when that she took when she was looking for them, it was a little like it was a little like, but it was like, and I don't know if she was looking for her. And I did not like that she had on sunglasses when it was getting dark. I didn't like that.
I'm gonna save my thought on that. Yeah, I was really pissed when Heather said that. Let me hit y'all's comments one more time before I go ahead. What's with Whitney's hair color? Is she broke to bleach her hair? No, she actually had did that in support of her daughter because her daughter was getting bullied. But she's back on now.
Mhm.
Which I'm, yeah,
Love
it wasn't bad, but I prefer her blonde. Oh, thank you so much, Candor.
it.
I think
Oh,
Lisa.
thank you. So sweet.
Oh yeah, I think Lisa is messing with her face, and it's not a good thing. When she got
Mm.
the strings or whatever, I think she. I think again she needs to just really get a good skincare regimen, perfect some different things like that, and then go in and correct like from there. But give yourself a clean slate of good, really nice, healthy skin and everything. I mean, if you want to get Botox, if you want to get a little filler here or there, because Angie had said, oh, I forgot to mention earlier in the episode, Angie said that she got the iPads, yeah,
Whatever
she
it
got.
was. Yeah, she
Mhm.
got the bags. That's what must have been what Princess Love had got, because hers was gone too.
Yeah, I know a lot of men get that too.
I
Why?
think Martell got that done. Martell
Yeah,
got that done.
I think you're right. I think that's what he got. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heather is super because she said she was like that when she was, yeah, like just lying. Angie's overdoing the Greek thing in case the aliens on Mars didn't know. Angie's ancestors are Greek. Yes. Please, y'all, tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Angie Hatanavas is Greek. Mm-hmm. Angie behaves
For
like
sure.
she found out she was Greek. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all.
Now we understand what Electra go through. Like, can you imagine? Like, you
Mhm.
already be insecure and feel a way about your parents when you are a teenager. Like, they need to be kind of perfect, and we don't have perfect parents, but you just want them to show up perfectly. Now you gonna turn around and be gonna turn
Mhm.
around and turn into a Greek flag in front of her. Like, you gonna
Literally.
turn into the flag in front of her.
Yeah, we should probably have this, I would assume, wrapped up by next season because yeah, you got to show us, you literally got to take us to Greece. Like, I don't think there should be any stone left unturned when it comes to the Greek culture, Angie, just saying. But yeah, they're shopping, y'all, and then they step outside. They're
So
taking in the
beautiful.
views. They're taking selfies and just
Oh,
really in the moment, and just so grateful that Heather is such a grateful, appreciative friend that is really taking in the whole experience. She wishes Lisa would be like that, but she's not. And speaking of Lisa, Lisa is making her way downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and she is Greece bound. And at the end of the day, again, Angie just she's very confused by how Lisa's coming off. And Mary, Meredith, and Bronwyn were actually still inside shopping. And so we have Mary checking in with Meredith because remember earlier on, Heather had spoken to Mary about what was going on between her and Meredith at the time. So now it's Meredith's time to tell Mary that she had reached out to Heather last week, even before the trip, and she let her know she wanted to talk or whatever. No response to that. She reached out to her earlier on in the day, still no conversation. So if she doesn't want to talk, I mean, she doesn't seem to be moved by it. And Mary's like, well, I think you guys both need to open up and be vulnerable, and there's hurt on both sides, and you guys just aren't getting past it. So we shall see what's to come with that later on. And again, they're taking all the pictures, doing all the things, and then we have Lisa actually reaching them, and they're all like, "Oh my God, how'd you find us? Oh my goodness, what's up?" And Lisa's just, I was walking. She's like showing them, like, yeah, like, do you guys see the sunset or everything? And when he's like, wait, you saw the sunset? And Angie's feeling unsettled because it's giving Lisa cares more about her glam and material things, and she does her friends. And Lisa, she doesn't feel bad whatsoever. She's actually glad that she had a moment alone to explore Greece. She found some killer Birkenstocks, according to her. And she even got, a little content, flicking it up, doing all the things with her glasses and that whole, thing. And this is when, Angie finds it odd that Lisa showed up in glasses at nighttime after getting her makeup done. The only thing I'll say is I don't find it completely weird to wear glasses at nighttime because, I mean, if you guys ever come across me in real life and it's nighttime, I might have some. I might have. Huh?
I've been with you with sunglasses on in the nighttime.
I have a picture at your party with my sunglasses on.
I know. That's why I was like, I've been with you.
Though, just to be honest with y'all, it's usually because I'm intoxicated. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you guys don't even
The
know.
reason.
I don't think Lisa was, so
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
know.
don't think so either.
And yes, to have gotten your makeup freshly done, okay, like kind of confusing, but I mean, it's nothing that I would be so bothered by. And that's my thing is, y'all know how Lisa is. I don't see anything particularly wrong with her arriving at a different time or her taking a moment by herself, because we all like, somebody might be wanting to sunbathe and somebody might want to, go to the gift shop or something. Like, everybody vacations differently and is, allowed to have 2 minutes by themselves. And I wasn't too bothered by that.
I
I
actually
get
liked
it.
it.
I
I
don't
liked
see
it.
anything wrong with that. You taking a moment to like do your little thing in a different country. Like, I don't feel like that's weird. And I feel like it's also, the only thing I find weird is that Angie's like, so like, oh my God, grease, 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 grease. And it's like, not only like, are you laying on thick, but it's like my way or the highway. You have to do it how I want. And if it was me and homegirl was taking her time and doing her thing or whatever, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, okay, bye. Like, okay, you better catch up with us when you can. Like, oh, I'm not gonna
Just don't
wait.
be late for dinner.
Exactly. And it wasn't, yes, she didn't even miss dinner. She
No,
just
she
missed
didn't.
a bit of the shopping, which I don't feel like is weird. Even when we were in New Orleans, no, Noah went off and she had to do some things with her family, and she did some things with her kids. It wasn't like, oh my God.
What are we gonna do? I guess for Nola. No, me and you just hung out, went to the convention, did our thing, met
It's not
Cynthia,
weird.
Bailey, took our pictures with Cynthia.
Or and like even like excursions and stuff like that, like
Mhm.
when you're with a group of people, like not everybody might want to go ziplining, not everybody might want to like do pottery or whatever. Like sometimes you break up depending
Swim with the dolphins.
on a big enough group to you can break off into subgroups or go off one or two people. It's not weird.
I agree with that. Hey, my love shark. Miss you,
Hey,
baby.
I
Miss
was running
you.
I was running my mouth and I didn't
That's okay. You can run your mouth all you want. It's your channel. You can do what you
even.
want
Hey.
now. But I so agree with that. I do think that sometimes, actually, I think that was the best thing for Lisa, because sometimes you need to regroup from woo. You just sometimes do. Like, if you feel like it's too much, or you know what, I need a break from them because I feel like I'm gonna end up going off on somebody. So I need a break. So sometimes you need to pull back a little bit to take that. And as far as her, she might have not been drunk, but I definitely would have had a drink or two, a cocktail or two, especially about the walking on the beach. I mean, on this mountain like a beach. It's cold. You see her hair is blowing all up. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I might have to be a little tipsy on my. I'm definitely gonna be tipsy, walking out and doing, especially by myself. And she's not really by herself. She got somebody filming her. So literally, she's not by herself. Her per se, she's just not with the group. So I'm not mad at Lisa for doing this. I do think it is inconsiderate of her to get her makeup done when somebody has went out their way to do something like that. Now she should be on time for things like that. But hey, she didn't need to do no shopping. She did all her shopping before. Remember all the Gucci bags and all the um, um,
Yeah.
Italian, all the Italian Versace, the Italian stuff that she feels like is like Greek. I say, girl, shut up. Shut up. No, exactly. But Lisa is Lisa, and that's if that makes her feel bigger than y'all, or makes her rejuvenated, or makes her a better person when she's sitting there with y'all, which I think it did. If you checked her demeanor at the table, she was falling off her back. Like it would. I think if she didn't do that, she would have been tense. She wouldn't have been happy. Her face would have been done, and then she's gonna
Would have
be,
been uncomfortable.
yeah, and she don't take it out on everybody. So
I feel like, especially as women, like we all, whether it be makeup, hair, flossing your teeth, whatever it is that makes you feel your best going out into the world. I think as friends, we should be respectful of one another when it comes to that. Yes. Do I feel like no, it should be overshadowing? Like if I really put my all into doing something, no. But because I'm the type of friend that, okay, cool, I know I want to do these extra things, yada yada yada. I'm just gonna get up and sacrifice my own time, whether that be one less hour of sleep or whatever. I would sacrifice my own time to make sure I'm meeting the time hacks. Then that's me. But clearly they only had an hour. If it was me, that's another thing too. Like I don't even do that much when I'm on vacation anyway. Like it's very light. I might do a little lash, some gloss, maybe a little concealer, and that's it. Like I ain't even doing all that because 9 times out of 10, somewhere really hot or we're just doing a lot, and I just don't have time for that. So, but I mean, I feel like they just put a lot of emphasis on this, and it didn't need to be that emphasized to me. I did wonder if Lisa had been crying because she seems flat this season. I wanted to mention this because I don't know about crying right here and right now, but I do know because Lisa did say at the beginning of the season that this season was very different for her. She felt like people were coming for her. It was just very, for her. So I do think that, and we saw, I feel like a bit of that creep out. I mean, whether or not the tears were real, whether or not the feelings were real in the final scene this episode, I do kind of feel like we got to pull back a little bit on that to kind of see where Lisa's headspace was at in these situations. And I feel like Lisa's that type of person too, that we've talked about it before. She's not really like a deep critical thinking type person to where she's kind of surface level. So I feel like maybe that was why she approached certain conversations in this episode the way she did. Maybe that was her way of, I don't want to say addressing the elephant in the room or trying to like bring some normalcy to situations where she might have felt like the odd man out, if that makes sense. I feel like maybe we kind of saw a bit of that too. Like if she knows that somebody has an issue with her, or she knows that like it's awkward or there's like tension or something, I feel like she would be the type of person to try to fill the empty space with like, hey, look at this like cute photo that I took of the sunset, or how do you guys like the wine and cheese? Like I feel like she would try to fill in those empty spaces and those awkward spaces with some of the banter and some of the things she said in this episode. That was a lot, but yeah.
I think what you're picking up on too, Yvette, is the fact that we're starting to see a break and a crack in her marriage, and it's coming, with her and her husband, and how he's starting to really let her know how she treats him. And those are harsh truths when somebody you love is trying to tell you, like, look, you've been hurting me. You don't listen to me. I feel unseen, and I feel like it's all about you. If I'm not on your page, we're not on the same page, and you're not the only one in this book. So I think that's why we see her pulling back or melancholy. Like she's really like, just kind of observing a little bit more than opening her mouth and just talking with people. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe she's starting to think before she speaks. Maybe her biggest, the backbone of her, or her biggest cheerleader, the person that she would want to support her the most, is not looking like he's supporting her as much as she probably needs now. So she has to figure out, well, what do I need to do to make this right? Because it can't be John, even though that's probably a hard pill for her, because she don't like to take accountability, and she doesn't like to be wrong. And there's nothing wrong with it, because I don't like to be wrong either. But when I am wrong, I hate it. But I hate to be wrong because I like to be right. But when you are wrong and it's put to you a certain kind of way, it's like, oh, okay, I got it. My bad, because this is how I thought. And so I want her to take a step back a little bit and start really thinking about, don't pay attention to so much what is being said, why it's being said. I think she gets caught up in the what's being said and not why they are saying it.
So, deep thinking, because that takes too much
critical thinking for sure.
Yeah, she doesn't like to sit in uncomfortability, I think is another big thing. Like, and that's kind of what I was trying to get at before. Like she would try to fill that uncomfortable space with
right, that weird banter.
Yeah, like random just talks about whatever, Vita Tequila, I don't know.
That's her favorite, girl.
Yeah, I would really like her to have a really serious, like, sit down interview. Like, she needs to be interviewed by somebody very serious that's going to ask the right questions and force her to go deeper. I feel like, and then we might get a different Lisa.
Maybe Brooke Ashley could do it because I feel like Brooke got it going on with that. Yeah, yeah, your girl, yo girl.
I do love the doll. I do love the doll.
Yeah, she's
She was in
funny.
my did you do your like top your 2025 YouTube
I did,
recap?
and she was in your top.
Just my
Oh,
number
my number one was Erica De Niro. I couldn't believe. I was like over Bonnie, but that's because Bonnie turned me on to her, and so I was playing catch up with Erica, and so yeah, Erica, Bondi, and Jamie are my top three.
Yep, the Blondie and our favorite cousin Rodney were my top three.
And I thought that was so dope. I thought that was a nice touch. I actually took some screenshots of it because I was so happy, and then I almost felt bad because I was like, Bonnie's my number two when she's my number one. Everything. I just love her so much. But I do love Erica too because me and Erica are closer in age, and we're from the same place. And it's just me and Erica's. It's a different type of thing that I got with her. So yeah, anybody haven't done that, y'all should go into your 2025 YouTube recap. It's a cute little thing that they put
Cute,
together.
it's cute. Yeah. Support your favorite content creators, y'all. And so moving into Lisa's arrival. She pops back up. They're all feeling some type of way, etc., etc. But she did miss the dinner, which we go right into. It was at a very or whatever. And right as they're sitting down, Meredith actually, I don't think, do I have a picture of this? No. But Meredith puts this gift box on the table. And we find out that it's supposed to be this evil eye necklace, and it's supposed to be a peace offering for Heather. And Heather's being obtuse on purpose, and she's like, we have Bronwyn whispering, like, just trying to make up with you, girl. Like, come on. And Heather's like, she's like putting it on, but she's like, it's not gonna work. Like, thanks, thank you. Like, it's the age, it's not gonna work. And in her confessional, she's like, this is like a marriage, like, as if she's treating me like a woman that's been cheated on, and she's trying to shower me with like ambiguous gifts, and we're just going to go back to normal and the whole nine, while putting on said necklace. And Angie begins to fire shots at Lisa because once again, she's still upset with her over her being tardy. And once again, Lisa doesn't like to sit in uncomfortability, and she already feels like people have been coming at her neck left and right. So she doesn't even, literally, Lisa didn't fire back super hard like she normally would have in the past, I feel like, at all in this episode. Hey, Mal. She was very much like, yeah, okay, I'll be there on time tomorrow. Not about to make a moment. But only for her to say in her confessional that, she wasn't aware that there's mosquitoes in Greece because there's one sitting right across from her. She wants to smack it. So we know how she really feels. But nonetheless, Mary brings the focus back on Meredith and Heather, and how they should talk about what is going on between them. And Heather actually opens up and she makes it clear that she's not rejecting the gift by any means. She's like, but let's talk about it. And Meredith, y'all, when I say Meredith immediately shut it down, and she was like, nope. I was looking to do it one-on-one. I was not looking to do it as a group. That's not going to happen. I called you. I reached out to you in the morning, which was also the second time because I, reached out to you before we even left and tried to address it. And I'm not about to address it in front of the group. That's not going to happen. When I say Heather begins to throw out all of her Heather-isms and explain how Meredith apparently assassinated Heather's character and the history of their friendship, like she just completely just spat all over it, according to Heather. And Meredith clearly had by this point clocked what Heather was trying to do, because she's repeatedly saying that she's not about to go down this road with her. And they can't seem to agree on whether or not Meredith called Heather a liar. And so, because we know that they have an alliance, we also have Lisa jumping in to defend Meredith.
Always.
And she's saying how everyone makes mistakes and, in friendships, and you can't hold people to this crazy standard that you don't even hold yourself to. And so then that triggers Whitney, who's like, well, can Meredith speak for herself? And just, you're always speaking for her. Like, and Lisa completely was kind of unfazed, and she continues to speak for Meredith. Blaze is right on past that. And this is when I want to say Lisa starts to speak on her feelings towards Heather and that whole thing. And she also brought up how Meredith was making this whole TikTok situation so much more serious than other things in the past. Heather was. And she's also bringing up how she's done this to the detriment of not only just their friendship, but the friendship between her and Whitney, and then also between her and we're friends. And in the end, they just it was clearly not going anywhere. And Lisa actually opens up to tell her how the hurtful things that Heather's even said to her were completely unprovoked. And that's not something that Lisa would do to her. She starts crying, and Heather is quick to apologize to Lisa, though, and say that wasn't her intent or whatever. And Lisa's whole thing is like, you're kind of telling me to turn my back on my friend right now. That's not like true friendship. And it's putting her in between a rock and a hard place, is what I think she was trying to say. And she's like super emotional. Whitney's also do I have a picture of that? Whitney's also down there. Brittany's face was like crazy to me right here, so I just had to show you guys that. She looked so weird when they referred to her. Heather was lying. Whitney's down there crying, looking crazy. It just got real weird real fast.
She looked like her dad. She looked just like her dad right here. I was like, oh, girl, you look just like your father. Crazy.
And Whitney's whole thing is they're dancing around. They're dancing around and they're protecting something that happened. And she feels like she sees it so clearly because when she looks at Meredith, she's like, this is all based on how you treated Brittany on the plane. And now you're watching all of us like fight and do all these things. Like, you're not, what the hell? And like I said, meanwhile, Brittany was just sitting there like that. And Whitney's like, you effed up and we're all paying the price for it. And Meredith, she's not beat for it. She's like, Whitney, you've been plotting and stirring the pot since day one in her confessional. And you always want to attribute it to like you like being on some type of healing journey and the whole nine. And Meredith's like, look, everyone at this group or everyone at this table has probably done something so much worse than I have. So yeah. And she drops mic, she exits, and Lisa actually gets up to go after her. Is it Mary's face? Mary's like Mary's face made me laugh.
Because Mary's just like, it could all be so simple.
It really could. It really could. And in the end, we have Heather trailing off saying how she feels like, it's even worse than when she sat down, and she's going to, in the end, be the one apologizing for even having an opinion. And now, because it makes her feel bad to be reminded of, where she's at in the rank of importance, being as though friendships are so important to her, that is. And we also have Bronwyn gassing up Heather's head, talking about some, well, just because it wasn't well received doesn't mean it was wrong for you to say it. And Mary also was like, well, you did all you could. And then they obviously made mention of how Lisa went off after, again, Brittany and the Faces were sending me. And we also have the episode ending with Whitney's reenactment of how Lisa and Meredith are going to probably go on ahead and get down now that they both have exited the scene.
I can't. That was a lot.
Yeah, it was. It was like, are we serious? Meredith and Heather, to talk about that piece right off the bat. Heather, you were trying to force Meredith to kiss the ring. You were trying to force one of these monumental conversations. You were trying to, yeah, make it a public spectacle. And Meredith was like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." And because that's what you were doing, you only continued to make a big deal out of it. If you really didn't care, or if it really was not important, or if you really were trying to resolve it or whatever, you would, if it was really about the genuine like friendship and reconnection and all that, you would have been like, okay, then let's stand over here. Let's talk about this over here. Or you would have told her when you can talk about it. Or you, like she said, you would have talked about her the last 2 times that she tried to reach out to you and talk about it. You think an apology and everything, there's nothing wrong with having feelings and feeling a type of way. And I would, at the end of the day, if it wasn't my intent to hurt my friends' feelings and they were, hurt nonetheless, I would, feel badly for that. And that would be something that I address with them, and try to resolve with them. But the way that Heather's going about this and knowing her track record on the show, knowing, like, your main thing is how you feel some type of way about being called a liar and this whole thing, when last time I checked, Heather, you're the same person that ran around like this for, ran around like this denying that a certain person on the cast did this to you, to the point of blaming it even on like production and what have you. So yeah, you're not you're not the biggest truth teller here either. And I feel like you, again, were just so dead set on trying to make a moment out of this because you've just been on this high horse for a couple seasons now, ever since you had such a groundbreaking performance a couple seasons back. So that's how I felt about Heather and Meredith that part.
But to me, I kind of agree with Meredith. I wouldn't have wanted to talk in front of everybody one night. But I wouldn't have wanted to talk in front of everybody only because I clearly called you on my own to talk to you. So I don't want to do it on your terms. Even at least confirming the Meredith didn't say your friend with Brittany.
Yeah, not negating that, but the way that Heather's going about this is BS. Is my point. Like, Meredith has her things and her rights and wrongs in this situation, of course. But the way that Heather's going about that, we knew exactly what Heather was trying to do. Just like she was trying to do that night when she was going after Lisa and stuff like that. She's trying to produce the shit out this season. The last time I checked, her name is not on that production list.
It's not. Yeah, like I said, Meredith, to me, I think Meredith was right in this moment. Meredith was right in telling Heather, "No, I'm not about to talk." And or if we do, let's go step over here. Then we can go back down the stairs or wherever. But I'm not about to talk in front of everybody so that you get. And even if Meredith is in the wrong, you already know everybody how they all feel, so they are gonna jump in and jump on Meredith. Not that she deserves it or not deserve it. It's just better if y'all can talk one-on-one. So I wasn't mad at that. I don't know why Heather waited so late, like, or kind of ignoring Meredith. I was watching and I was thinking to myself, how far do you think that's gonna go? How long you think you'll be able to do that? Because even Meredith was trying. What?
No, I was just gonna say, and take the goddamn necklace off, and don't talk shit about the necklace, and accept the necklace if you're gonna sit over there and still be talking crazy. Take the fucking
My
necklace.
thing is, you put it on too soon. Like, you can take the peace offering and all of that stuff, but you was putting it on at, like, y'all haven't even talked yet, and so even though that is the peace offering, but here's my thing: you accepted it. So when you accept a peace offering, even though I don't know if that did she say that to her? I bought you something. This is a peace offering because we haven't talked, or did she elaborate?
I don't remember Meredith's word choice, but I mean, she didn't deny it when Barry and Bronwyn were saying
They were saying it. Hey, brother.
Hey.
And so, like, literally, I was just like, for me, I was just like, Heather, you're doing the thing that we don't want you to do, which is trying to look for a moment, or you know, oh, now it's about me and I'm gonna take my moment. Like, no, don't do that. Like, it just because that falls flat. It just doesn't come across genuine for me. So, um, I I was on Meredith's side at the table in that moment because I feel like you all this time you could have talked to me, and now you want to pick a moment where we're having dinner for me to have a conversation with you. Like, no.
Did Meredith say she didn't know why prior to this sample scene? Did Meredith say she didn't know why Heather had an issue still? Did she know that Heather was still upset about the
Do you know why?
liar? Okay, because no,
I think
I'm because
but that's
no,
what I won't say specific to liar, but that they had that argument that they got, that they went back and forth. I'm not gonna say it's specifically to her calling her a liar, but it was because they had that argument with one another.
I can agree that there could be a bit of manipulation with that on Meredith's end if Miraculous knowing like that, oh yeah, she has an issue with me based on XYZ, like I'm gonna just do, like no, because there needs to be what you can't. It's not like I stepped on your toe and now I brought you a new pair of shoes or something because I stepped on said toe. Like that wouldn't be the proper solution. A necklace wouldn't be the proper solution if I know that I really did something wrong, words wise, actions wise to my friend. Like I wouldn't have just bought the necklace. Then yeah, that can be seen a little bit manipulative. I agree. I can agree with
That
that.
and the fact that
I wouldn't have bought her
they
shit.
haven't had no. My thing. Here's my thing. You could have bought the necklace. You could have been like, you know what? Because if you're feeling guilty to buy, because see, that has to be a little bit of guilt in you buying the necklace. Like, I did something wrong. I'm gonna buy her a necklace for a peace offering. Peace offering meaning that you did something wrong. You were take a small piece of accountability and saying, here's a peace offering for what happened to us or what me and you went through. But
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think it was. I assumed Meredith was looking at it like, oh, I didn't know it was that deep. Like I know, like we're still like not 100% right now, but I didn't know it was like something that's like seriously like you saw it as a serious fracture. I thought, yeah, I give you this. We talk about it. More so like your feelings are just still kind of hurt more than like there's actual work that needs
to
to
be
be done.
done. Um,
Addressed,
I
if that
just
makes
feel like Meredith thought that she can give her that without having to talk to her. And I feel like if you really wanted y'all to get somewhere, you would have had that conversation, and then y'all get it all out. Then you bring out the necklace and say, "Well, you know what? I'm glad we had this discussion. I figured it would go like this, and then
sense.
I bought you something because I was hoping it would go like this." That's what I don't think you give the necklace out without apologizing or even acknowledging what you're giving me this necklace for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They will buy Meredith a new bath and they will be
Y'all are too funny in these comments. Y'all making
crazy.
really good points. So I told you this was going to be an episode where we all have our own opinions and viewpoints on it, and that's why I love when we can get in this space and really have a collaborative conversation. Um, okay, the Lisa and Heather. I think I kind of spoke about that earlier, and I feel like wasn't I was kind of like, oh, okay, when Lisa got emotional and they had that whole little thing or whatever. Again, I just find it interesting that Heather was so quick to apologize to her, um, being as though like she's been like picking with Lisa since they got on that island, in my opinion. I thought that was interesting. Wasn't surprised that Lisa came to Meredith's defense. They have lines. You guys can't tell me I'm wrong until I'm proven wrong.
Right.
Um, Whitney. I don't even know what to say about Whitney. I feel like what Meredith clocked is true on one hand, but I also feel like Whitney clocked is true on the other
It
hand too.
is. Whitney
Yeah.
hit it on the head. I don't care what nobody. We are arguing because of you. You are the problem at this very moment. And girl, you still love it. Well, I apologize to Brittany. Girl, you didn't apologize. You didn't. You basically keep saying that you didn't do shit to her. That's not an apology.
Mhm.
That's you saying You know, you feel the way you feel about it, and I know what I did, and so you know, if you feel the way you feel, I'm sorry you feel the way you feel. So which really means validating that you did something wrong. You're saying if you feel that way, I'm sorry you feel that way. Not I'm sorry I did that to make you feel that way.
Uh-huh.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
It was also fun. Was I the only one that peeped like, was that like a bit of a smug look that Brittany had real quick when she thought that when Whitney said or Whitney turned Meredith, I feel like they quickly like looked at her real quick and she kind of looked had this like look or whatever, which
She did. I seen it. I
um
seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about. And Brittany in a minute gonna wake up. She gonna
wants
snap up out of it, and then they're not gonna be able to like say stuff that's gonna fly over her head. She's gonna be able to catch it. Is there certain things? It's gonna happen. It always does to the ones that you think is not paying attention, and then they start paying attention, and then you can't like really you can't dog them out. You just can't. That's
Mhm.
happening with Stacy on Potomac. Mm-hmm. Like you said, y'all in that QVC voice fool y'all. That QVC voice ain't it. That the girl is yeah, yeah. But that's another story for another time. I'm just saying you can't let these people fool you all the time.
People on X kept talking about how Brittany is gunning for Meredith's spot, and that was a little bit
Oh,
of out in that moment. Um, I
that's
mean,
funny.
I will say, as much as I've said all season, like Meredith, why are you here? Meredith
Mm-hmm.
is doing nothing. She did. I appreciate how she came through in this final scene. I do appreciate how she showed up these couple
Mm-hmm.
times because I don't care what you guys say. I'm definitely down to die on the hill of like Heather is still trying to produce this show
Gonna be
regardless
the
of who's
head.
or indifferent. Heather is really still trying to make fetch happen, and I want somebody to call her out and not allow her to continue to try to make fetch happen. It's ridiculous, but
Yeah, I agree with that. I think she wants to be the head of the show, like the face of the show,
forever.
that girl. Like when you think it's all, let's say it's Heather Gay, it's like that's how you should want you to think of it. And I mean, you guys are an ensemble cast, and all of you guys bring something to the table. So, I wouldn't hold my breath, Heather, if that's what you're waiting on first to tell you that you're the one. You're not. Love ya, but you're not the one.
Seriously. Okay, y'all. So let's get into a little bit of what has been happening.
Yes. And sister, you did get the reunion looks, right?
I don't. I seen like a cast photo, but they didn't
I
come
seen
out
a
with.
fast photo too. That's what I seen too. And I was like,
Let me just wait maybe another week to see if they come out with the
I just
individual.
want to know because they just did it with this past week. They just did the
Yeah.
reunion last week.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, go ahead. Go and tell the people what we got for them today. What we watching.
Okay, well, I guess we'll talk about. So earlier this week, y'all, we saw none other than Jen Shaw has been released from prison, y'all. And I had seen this little clip or whatever where, like, I guess she was greeted by her family and stuff. I don't see Coach or I don't
Oh,
think see her. That's not her son. No.
I seen Coach. Well, I seen Coach not in this scene because I didn't see this all of this, but I did
Mm-hmm.
see him like pick her up in the truck or something, or
Mm-hmm.
out of his truck and stuff.
I did see somewhere that they said she was going to be joining the cast of Mormon Wives. I don't know how true that is though, so don't quote me.
Mm,
Have you watched that show ever? I haven't watched it.
I didn't watch it. I wanted to get on it, but we got enough Mormonism right here on Salt Lake City that I'm okay. And then because I watched Heather's
Oh, I still gotta finish that.
Surviving a Mormon, and so that was a lot too. So yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I did see that Andy said she's not coming back to his shows.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that was just a rumor. I don't know. I think I seen it on X or somewhere. Nonetheless, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about that. But yeah, she's
I'm trying
officially
to
out.
see what she's looking like officially.
I mean, honestly, she looked okay to me. But even in the little like slivers of here, photos that we seen of her,
Mhm.
um, hmm, what is this? Even the little clips that we seen of her like in when she was incarcerated. I mean, she was working out. She looked normal to me. Um, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. We don't know if we'll see her on our screens in a certain capacity soon.
Does it say
I
how much earlier? Does it say how much earlier she got? What? How much earlier did she get out? That she got out early? How many months earlier or a year earlier? Do you know what the
This is E News. Serving only 2 of a 6-year sentence. She was seen for the first time.
whoa, two
Yeah,
of six? That's wow. That's
ridiculously
pretty
crazy.
good.
That's
I'm not
insane.
mad at that because mm,
Everyone's very
mm,
grateful for BOP's decision, especially because it means Jim will be able to reunite with her family for holidays. Um, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I I'm not surprised. Like I always kind of thought she'd get out sooner in
whose
some capacity.
documentary was good?
Huh?
So Dev said her documentary was good. I said whose documentary was that?
Oh, they did. I mean, remember that was before she went in. I thought they did like a. Has there been a recent one? I seen like when she was going in. Like I want to say
Huh.
they did the front end, but I don't know.
Oh, well, okay.
So that's like the more minor news I
Mm,
wanted to talk about, y'all, just because obviously she's on the cast and her name is always going to be associated with this show. But the bigger
mhm,
news to talk about, y'all,
mhm. Dun, 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 dun.
um, all I want to know is anyone surprised?
No.
Probably not. No, I'm still not gonna lie. Just like I told you last night when I called you, like it's still always like wild when I actually, see it happen in real time. I was still like, I didn't I didn't know it was gonna be this soon. I thought maybe another season, or maybe we were gonna see the true dissolution of it like happening next season, or she was gonna come in next season saying like they fought. Like I didn't think it was gonna come like right now. I guess.
You
I feel like
did. You
not
didn't.
right. I thought it would be another season, honestly, but I feel
I,
like
I didn't. I didn't. Because only because of how detrimental how far she went in making him leave out of that house. My husband, if I walk up on my husband, he's looking at some girl on his phone. Now, she granted she wasn't the one that found him. He looking at some girl on his phone. We about to have a conversation. We're gonna talk. That does not make me tell him to get out the house. So there, right, that in itself lets you know there was way more going on. This wasn't your first rodeo. We do know that Gwen found him on his phone doing stuff. So you see what I'm saying? It's a buildup. Um, the fact that he got caught doing it and it got back to her really made me think like he don't give a damn. He don't care. The way he talked to her on the show, and they had to be, people had to read comments to talk to her better. It's a lot of things that we were already seeing that
eating
was
her.
kind of a yeah. And so Debbie, okay, you was talking about Heather's. Yes, Heather's
Mm,
documentary was really good. It was good. I
mm.
did enjoy it. So yeah, but yeah, I kind of agree with you. I didn't think I probably would have thought it would have came out during the reunion that we would have
Did
caught them.
apparently.
Yeah, like saying it. Me and Todd are separate, or we've been separated since the show, and now we're in divorce. I wouldn't have I would have saw it. Thought I would have saw it before the end of the show. So I agree with you there. I think I would have thought it would happen at the reunion, if anything.
So, I'll just read this. Um, this was a mutual decision made with care and respect for one another. Brownwood's representative tells People. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Bronwyn Newport and her husband Todd Bradley have split after 9 years of marriage. A representative for Bronwyn 40 confirms to People exclusively that after thoughtful consideration, Bronwyn Newport and Todd Bradley have separated. This was a mutual decision made with care and respect for one another, says Bronwyn's representative. They asked for privacy during this time. The current season 6 of RHOSLC has covered the ups and downs of Bronwyn's marriage to Todd, 65. The real truth is that my relationship is just as hard as everybody else's in its own ways and has had its very low lows that were very hard for me, she said in the confessional. This is a side of me that these ladies haven't yet seen, but I want them to understand that I bleed the same way that they all do, she continued. I cry about things, and that side of me is there if they're open to it. When the ladies inquired about Todd's reaction to Bronwyn discovering his alleged infidelity, she explained that the dynamic of their marriage is complicated. He said it's a fatal flaw of his, she said. What's good for him in business is that he's never satisfied, and it is hard to turn that off. When you come home, you are always looking. Bronwyn went on to say that she chose to move forward and that Todd apologized with a gift that had 5 diamonds, and he made me 5 new promises to match each of the diamonds. Still, Bronwyn said she felt insecure in the marriage. There was always going to be a lump in the back of my throat that if I'm not super supportive, I'm not super there, if I'm not super caring, if I'm not physically there, it's not always going to be the same, she admitted. I'm not always good enough at home, and then I'm not good enough with you guys ever. I adore Todd, she continued. I live and breathe by what Todd says to me, and I think I mean as much to Todd as any person can mean to him, but I think Todd means more to me than I mean to him. Page 6 was the first to report news of the split. Bronwyn said she first met Todd in... okay, whatever. Let me see if... does page 6 say anything different that's of to note? Early on Thursday, a source told Radar Online that Newport announced she was separating from Bradley at the season 6 reunion taping, which took place last week in New York. So, yep.
That was really quick.
Source is disgusted by what this shouldn't come as any surprise, though, the source said, noting that Newport is disgusted by what she's been seeing on TV in regard to how Bradley treats her. He's coming off badly, the source argued, reiterating that the breakup is truly not shocking.
That's what I said. That's what I say. It's truly not shocking. You guys seem like polar opposites. It's so, y'all, I don't know. He was what, 50? He's 65, 9 years. It put him at 56. When he met her, and then she's what, 20 something years younger than him. So she was like in her early 30s.
So, it's just, I mean, I knew, like, whether it come down to the show, whether it come down to whatever, it was going to be something, I feel like, that was really going to cause a strain, and if not a permanent separation. And I think, was it our last live that I mentioned how I feel like the show, y'all, it's not a lie, the starter pack, she went starter pack, and that's why I said I thought maybe one more season, but
I agree.
Maybe she'd be like rehearsing, being first chair and stuff like that. She's like, my spot is solidified.
You know it.
Boom, let's get it done. Maybe it was that her father. I'm not calling her a user or anything like that, but anybody would be crazy not to get their affairs in order if they know that they're about to be parting ways, with an individual or whatever. So, and by that, in this situation, I mean, make sure Muzzy was cool. She put up whatever. Her father also has
Sorry, Candor is about to go to bed.
Oh, good night.
It's 1:34 in the morning. We appreciate you coming in, Candor. We appreciate you so very, very much. And get you a good night rest.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
I feel like like, yeah, Gwen is out about doing her thing. I really tried not to put, no, I shouldn't say that, because at the same time, I always do say that, and I know I said a lot last season, because I feel like she did this a lot more last season. She would make all these like self like deprecating jokes, and she would like joke about different things in their marriage and stuff like that. And um even earlier, a couple of episodes ago, when she was like to Muzzy, like, oh, does it talk, because I'll do so, like, she would stage stuff. And now I feel like this is only confirmation that, yeah, when people be joking, all there be a little truth behind them jokes, clearly, at least in her case. But yeah, this has set her up for, I think, um, creating a life for herself outside of him. This show. Maybe that's why she was clinging so hard to and taking things in this group so hard and stuff, because she knew that this was about to be her main thing in life. Like, I don't know, because she don't
What's
really,
so damn sick? What's so damn sick? What my brother say?
no, that's how it felt a lot. She about to be free because it just
That's
seemed like
all it is.
everything would be Todd's way, and
And
if
when
it wasn't
pull
Todd's
up
way,
Yvette's comment, 5 days a week. 5 days
Days
a week.
would be hard for anyone. But even when he's home, he talks to her like that. It's understandable. Yeah, it's his way, or no way, slash maybe that's why, like, it was cool for her. Like, yeah, it was like, I don't even like you that much anyway, so maybe that's why it was cool for her to be like, yeah, please go away for 5 days a week. That is a lot. I
I mean,
don't.
but not just that though. What about that Gwen had her boyfriend move in? You gotta understand, Todd got the
You just want
mama.
to fill all the empty gaps
Right,
because
he got the mama, he got the daughter. Now the boyfriend moved in. Then we taking care of the dad. Like literally, that's a lot going on top of the fact that he's already away from the house 5 days a week. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of strain for me thinking about it. That's a lot of strain.
yeah, it was. I'm hoping that we get a more in-depth interview. I mean, like she said, she's not forced to tell us something about her relationship or marriage, but I mean, I think it's safe to say now. I mean, there's no image that needs to be upheld now, so she better have an in-depth interview where we can really know, like, okay, what's up. So everything we were seeing was really what we were seeing. So, because it was getting to a point that it was like she seemed like she was gaslighting us. And as an audience member, I do not like to feel gaslit. Even in this episode, no, she might not have said we're in a 100% open marriage, but she would present it one way, maybe when she was in the thick of it, feeling like when things were fresh, and then she would go back into like putting her mask on. So now I feel like we should probably be able to get the real version of Bronwyn, at least in regard to like her marriage. Now I want to assume, right, we should be able to, the person we should see now, the jig should be up. Yeah,
I do think so. Oh, you sound like her because that's what she does. She answers the question when she says that. She says something, something. Yeah, like even when she ordered food. Can I have the salad? Yeah. Wait, why are you saying yes behind it? Because that's how you talk to Todd. So everything is.
Yvette, please remove the word seems and say yes. Bronwyn is a people pleaser, and yes, lonely friend. All of that is 100% true.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely. She says that anyway. She can't even help it. That's her parents. Hey,
Which I'm like, his parents are alive too. Which I'm like, they
are
don't even
they? I didn't think
remember.
about that.
Remember, like she said, I want to say before the last issue when he went off out of town or whatever, like the time before that, earlier in the season, when he came back, she was like, oh yeah, how was it? You got to see your parents or whatever? And that's when I was like, you don't remember? I was like, because I was so thrown off that, I mean, y'all, I'm not saying 65 is ancient. I'm not saying people don't live till, 90, 100 years old. They do. But I just assumed Todd was the oldest person in his family. Like, I just didn't imagine. I
Oh
can't imagine.
no. That's funny though.
Being a, I don't know. I always see him as the older man in the family, not the son. Like I don't see him. Mm-mm. But yeah, I was like, my goodness. Yes, the signs were there, y'all. Don't take my reaction as a reaction of surprise as like I completely didn't see this coming. No, I just didn't know it was going to be on December December, what is it, the 12th, December 11th,
11.
2025.
No,
I didn't know it was going to be that. Maybe like February.
well,
Between sometime between now and next season, I thought.
but we did see it coming. We did see it coming, and because we said something about it when they first came on the show. And it wasn't like we was like, oh, they're gonna get a divorce. We were saying we hope they don't do the thing that happens to couples, and they already have something stacked against them because their age group, and I mean their age gap. And it's not like all age gaps are, doomed. Oh my gosh, some age gaps work. But when we saw the two of them, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is not just an age gap. This is a whole gap. This is, I don't know how did y'all even. I be trying. Never mind. I won't even go there. That's TMI.
Yeah.
But they are such odd couples to me. And if you think about what I'm thinking about, I'm like, I can't even see them doing that. So that's where my brain is. Like, I don't see it. I just don't. I don't want to, but I don't see it.
Anyway.
See how your brain do?
Yeah, I hope this is the best decision for all parties.
She's gonna work like so Deb said she's probably gonna walk away with a nice little chunk of change. 9 years.
They don't have we know they don't have a prenup. We don't know if they have something, they've put something in the works after that though. But regardless, I don't see him like, again, trust me y'all, we're in an era of Todd's cutting the F up. Don't get me wrong.
All the way. My God, the Todd.
If you've learned anything this year, y'all, don't marry a Todd, okay? Especially if they have been appeared on Bravo. But anyway, no, I would see him probably just at a minimum giving her like a big lump, if not continued spouse support, something like that. Like she gonna leave there or something. Definitely, I could see that.
Here's the other thing another thing that I noticed. Brahma wears her hair in that short bob because it makes her look more mature. But at the reunion, and lately she's been wearing her hair long and they make her look younger and cuter. And I said, you better work with the mermaid hair, go girl.
No,
So yeah, I can't wait to see. But I told you, I think we said this last night. I said she supports the LGBT community, and it wouldn't be far fetched for me to see her go dip her little toes in the lady pond.
Yeah.
And she could have before. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not judging. I don't care. She can love who she want to love. As long as they love her back and she has a good time, I don't care. But I do get that when I see her. Just something about her makes me think that. And I'm not saying she is or not. I don't care if she is or not. But something about her makes me think, you know what? I wouldn't mind going to go have me a little steady stud because she's more girly to me. She would look like the more girly one in the lesbian relationship.
Yeah, I want whatever it is, I want her to do it completely free of anybody else's influences and opinions. This next era of her better be fully like, I want the real Bronwyn this time around.
Please
like
stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Oh, okay.
That's all I know. And yeah, I'm definitely here for like the long hair.
Look what Yvette put. Look what Yvette said. The Todds keep coming to us with.
Yes. Like, get these Todds out of here. Like, first it was the Marks, now it's the Todds. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said about it. Deb is too funny. Oh my god. Y'all let us know though. Y'all let us know you think? Did you see this coming? Did you not? Did you, what is your analysis of it, as well as the entire episode? As we said, hopefully by next week, we will have the individual cast reunion looks, and hopefully we'll have the trailer as well. So we could talk about that. I always love to talk about the looks in the trailer and everything all at once. So hopefully we could do that. I seen the cast photo, but like I haven't even looked at it on purpose, just like be able to, give you guys
What
my
did I see that
reaction.
made me see? Oh, I was watching the What Happened Live, and um my son was in here and I was on my bed. So I told him, I said, "Oh, it's the cast," and I couldn't. I was like looking at
I
who
let me just not
certain
even.
people, right? I seen
Mhm.
certain people and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I said, "Take a picture of it real quick and then send it to me so I can like look at it." But yeah, we are gonna wait to talk about it because I need them. They gonna have to do some explaining, Lucy.
I saw,
Who
yeah,
is
I saw one thing. I didn't like I didn't do a pregnant pause and really look at it as much as I saw, and I was like, what the okay. I don't
Yeah.
even want to finish my sentence because I just want to talk about it with y'all. So yeah, y'all stay tuned on that.
Thank you, Yvette. We enjoyed you coming.
Hi,
Thank you for
sweetie.
showing up, especially you across the pond, lady,
I
all the
know.
way in the UK. Whew,
Yes.
we really
Um,
appreciate you being here.
really gonna try to be on our normal schedule next week.
Yes,
Hopefully I don't
my
do
sis,
anything crazy.
my sis was sick this week. We was gonna do it on Wednesday. We was
Like
we was
literally, I
going to do
was.
it on Wednesday, but she was literally sick. So that's why we had to bring it to you on Friday again. But don't worry,
Mm,
we'll as long as we're bringing it to y'all should be just happy
yeah,
about it.
seriously. So yeah, y'all, stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We love and appreciate you guys so much. Follow us on our social medias that have been scrolling along the bottom of the screen. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Oh, our brother want to come.